after the tutorial, he's like, oh, go challenge some people around your level. I won around, I'm level 1. I'm like, Katie, you fucking over there in the corner with the stupid hat. You're level 5 and I'm fucking you up.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Round Start Podcast. I am your host, Urbane, and then to my right, I have my co-host, Nate, Crash, whatever you want to call him. That guy.
Yeah. That motherfucker, boy.
Guy in the gray shirt. Guy with the pillow fort.
It's nice and comfy over here. I got back support and shit. I ain't got nothing poking me. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
And then to my far left, I got my other co-host with me, the one that constantly tries to get us canceled.
Why is that a thing always? That happened one time on my...
What?
I mean, the Patreon. If you got the Patreon, we got a lot. But, you know, that's the reason why it's the Patreon.
And next to me, I have a special guest with us today. This man has been in, for what I've been told, he's been in the FGC game since what?
You were a fucking twinkle in your dad's eye.
Since I was I can't say that on YouTube.
A twinkle in your dad's eye.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, something like that.
You were just a memory.
Exactly. I wasn't even a thought yet. Yeah. But no, man, this is a very special guest. He's been with us for a long time. Go ahead, I'll let you introduce yourself on this one.
Thank you, Ben. My name is Walter. Go by Walt Coyote when I'm out there in the gaming scene.
For those of you who are not Hispanic, he said Walt Coyote.
Walt Coyote. Let me enunciate.
I know our Hispanic listeners heard that real well, but everybody who over here in the English side like, what did he say?
Yeah, but they're like, yeah, sí, way, el coyote. Nah, bro.
While we over here, did he say Walt Coyote? All right. But no, man, glad to have you. We do have to when we start the origin, we're going to start with our origin story. Everybody who comes for the first time has to give out their origin story. So there are 3 rules to the origin story.
Okay.
First one is, how did you get into fighting games? Right?
Okay.
The next one is, how did you get into the FGC?
Okay.
And then the third one is, what is your motivation for getting better if there is one?
Okay. All right. How did I get into fighting games? New York, 1991.
This is a movie.
All right.
You thought it was far back. You thought it was far back for me. You see Zora's face. You said 19.
Bro.
Well, go ahead.
Friend of mine used to love going to this comic book place to get his stuff. It was about 12 miles from our house. We used to ride our bikes every 2 weeks. One day I walk in and brand new arcade guy, the owner had just put up there, and it was Street Fighter 2: The World Warrior. I was looking at some of the comic book issues, and this man was playing Dhalsim.
Hell yeah.
I said, I have a couple quarters. Let me see what this is all about. Jumped in there, whooped my ass badly. All right, let me try it again. And once again, got my ass whooped. And then I said, you know what? This is a change for what we're used to playing. Back then we were playing still Nintendo, original NES. And went back to my house. We used to do laundry. And on the laundromat, right next there was a store. And they had just brought in the World Warrior again. And, when my mom was doing laundry for 4 hours in New York, I was just playing video games.
Yep.
Constantly, every Saturday. And that's how I came to venture in what the fighting scene was at that time. All right. The FGC. All right. My brother joined the group last year, I think at the beginning of the year, and started taking my son, right? He went over to CEO that year, if I remember correctly, and he asked me, can I take Christopher? And I'm like, all right, where am I going to take him? And he said, we got this little scene out there in Fort Myers. I'm like, all right, how are the people there? Do I need to stay there? This guy creeps.
Guys creeps.
Do I need a chaperone?
Can I trust these guys?
God damn it.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I get it, bro. It's a fucked up world out there, bro.
I get it, but now that he knows us, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Do I gotta sign a field trip permission form and shit?
So then I said, no, they're cool. Well, you can drop him off, pick him up. And I'm like, fuck that. I was going to park the car, and then my son's like, okay, I'll get off. I'm like, no, I'm going in there with you. I walk in there, and I met everybody, and I'm like, this is a nice scene. Let me stay here. And I saw what was going on, and I thought to myself, this is just a little added thing. Last time I played a fighting game before I went to the arcade, place last year was 1997.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
So I go in there and I find this scene where everybody
Kevin
is
Hart
just-
meme. Like that was literally it. The Kevin Hart meme was like, yeah, I'm like 57. Damn. That's, bro, that got me so hard.
Oh my
fault, continue.
God.
I saw what it was that attracted a lot of people to the scene. The following week I took Christopher again, but this time I said, I'm gonna stay for me this. I'm not gonna stay there because I have to look out for my son or whatever it is. I saw it was a nice scene, so it was a couple of months until I actually said to myself, you know what? Let me give this a try again. So that's how I came to be with you guys. So thank you for having me.
No problem.
So
well, no. He hasn't answered the last question yet.
No, I was gonna tell him it was something about the questions.
Okay.
So, that's how you met us. But how did you meet the FGC, like in general? Like, how did you know that people were out there doing tournaments and stuff like that?
When I say how'd you find out about the FGC, not how you found out about us.
Okay.
How you found out about the community, period.
Like as a whole, the overall arching community.
Okay. Like from when I was originally.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different story.
Yeah.
I told that
Now
a
we're
couple of
talking.
times.
Now we're talking.
Back then, the fighting community was different because we didn't have social media, we didn't have internet, we didn't have every accessible venue that we have now to advertise, right?
Yeah.
All the information.
So what these guys would do is they will post flyers at the arcade places. They will post flyers at the comical places, everywhere where they will find, the audience that we're trying to get. And sure enough, right in front of the arcade, the laundromat where I used to play, there was a new comic book shop called Bishop's. You remember Bishop's? And they posted a flyer. We're gonna have these tryouts and blah blah blah. And it was just a couple of blocks from where we were. So I said to myself, I'll try it. I've been playing at that point, I have been playing Street Fighter for about two years. It was 93, early 93, late 92. And it was eye-opening seeing how there were so many people like us that we would gather in that little corner to play arcades. There were only four cabinets.
Yeah.
And then we saw that there was a place full of cabinets and there were all these people coming over. And it was at that point that I realized, well, there's more that we can actually learn from each other if we are, as a group.
yeah, as a collective.
So I do have a question about that because you said New York and you said you was going to the arcade. Did you ever go to Chinatown Fair?
I did not.
Oh,
I did not.
Man.
I missed it, yeah.
Oh, that would have been there was so many legends came out of Chinatown
Yeah.
Fair, man. You had Sanford Kelly that came out of Chinatown Fair. You had Yipes. You had Justin Wong that came out of Chinatown Fair. Chris Matrix came out of Chinatown Fair. Like, there's a lot of them that was popping out of there. Man, yo,
Oh, this is calling, bro. What could have been the next
yeah,
one?
you could have been.
I could have been.
Yo, you could have been up there, man.
You never know.
Could you imagine?
That would have been freaking
That would have
awesome.
been crazy, bro. Getting to watch all those dudes as they was going through their trials and tribulations and their own struggles. Oh my God, that would have been crazy. Cause we listen to their podcast, the No Frills podcast, and just hearing the stories, I'm like, bro, I would have given my right leg to be there. Yeah. Oh my God, no. But third question though.
Okay.
What is your motivation for getting better, if you have one? Because I understand not everybody that plays fighting games is always looking to be on top.
Right. It comes with its challenges. I'm not looking to, we've spoken about this. We're going CEO, and I'm gonna get, my fair share of matches out there. For me, it's not, I'm going to beat my next opponent. For me, is I have an image of what I used to be, and here I am 30 years later, and I'm trying to get to that version again. And if I can, as close as I can, I'm gonna keep going.
If I had to be honest with you, I didn't get to see the past version, but I think at this point you probably passed it.
You think so?
Yes.
All right.
You know-
I appreciate that. I really appreciate
think
that.
since you have more access to information about the inner workings of how frame data and all that shit in the game works, you are at a point now that you probably could have never got to in the past because we didn't have access to that information back then.
Right, that is true. That is true. And we discussed this the other day, and it was something about the training mode. Just something as simple as the training mode. Having that access nowadays gives you the opportunity to actually get to know your character. Before it was you go to the arcade, put in a quarter, wait for somebody to come in and fight you.
Man, trial and error.
Or, if when the console versions came out, you would go ahead and set it to the max level that you can handle at that time, and try to improve upon that.
Yep.
But it never actually gave you the feel of the inner working of somebody else's perspective of the fight.
Exactly.
Now you lab it, you learn your character, you learn your weaknesses, your strengths, and then you try to apply them when you play other people. So I think there's a lot of tools now that we have available to improve ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
I think you're way
Man,
already past that point.
hold on,
So you need
hold
another
on.
goal, bro. You need another goal.
So this is a little story to caveat off of this though. When Walt first joined the tournament, right, he started winning. It was funny because all the young heads was like, "Yo, what is he doing? He's doing some tech I've never seen before.
He's not doing nothing special.
What did he got
He's
this
just
tech?
getting fucked up.
But it's like, where did he get his tech from? So me and Nate sitting there, we like, well, what is Walter doing? Is he
Yeah.
doing something crazy?
I look over, I'm like, yo, he's got to be doing some crazy. He's confirming into super and then super into ultra. Some shit I never see. It was Street Fighter 4, by the way. I played that game for a long fucking time. So I was like, I'm pretty knowledgeable about this. Maybe he's doing some crazy shit. I look over. Walt's just fucking spacing him out and playing his fucking game, bro.
Right.
And they're just falling for him and getting fucked up.
We both look. I stop. I look at Nate. I'm like, yo, Nate, is it me? Or is he just playing Street Fighter 2?
He's just
That's
playing
right.
Street Fighter 2,
Right.
bro.
And you know what? And like I said, before I played that first time, I hadn't touched Street Fighter probably a couple of times at home with my brother with Street Fighter 4
Yeah.
and Street Fighter 5. But not like I actually played it constantly.
Yeah.
So for me, my memory was, okay, this is what I used to do back in 1994, 1995,
And it worked.
1997. And I'm coming in there and this is what I have to bring now.
The tech,
Right.
is fun. It's just funny to me now that Street Fighter 2 tech has now gotten to the age where the newer generation doesn't recognize
Right,
it.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
dude, they're looking at it and they're like, I've never
Wow,
seen-
what is that?
What is that? That's so new. No one plays like that. He has. It was just like, and we just like.
I love watching them fall for it.
Yeah.
Because you know it's coming because you've seen it before,
bro.
way before. Yeah.
We usually look it up and be like, bro, that's just Street Fighter 2, fam. Go back and play Turbo. Like,
It's like you're watching America's Funniest Home Videos. You're like, I know there's a punchline to this video and it's coming, but I don't know what. There it is. There it is. Fucking God, I'm what a dumbass.
I actually do have something to say about this, even though, like, you know what I'm saying, it's before my time, but be humbled. But anyway, like, there was like a point in time in Street Fighter 5, right? And then me and Walter were just playing, and then all you see Walt doing is sweep, Hadouken, and Shoryuken on your anti-air. I was like, yo, this man just played classic. And then I would walk forward, get hit by a slide, by a sweep. I'm like, oh, this guy just playing like that. Okay. So I started like spacing him out, stuff like that, doing the things. Like, I ended up winning, but at the same time, you could get to the point where it's like, dang, Walter, if he knew like something, if he knew literally like a confirm,
Went home and did a little bit of homework,
he would have messed me up because he has the right reads. Don't get me wrong. He has the really good reads. He knows when you're about to walk forward and stuff like that. He thinks about things that you really normally do not think about, right? Like, the timing about him walking forward or not.
Yep.
I know that. I don't know if you do think about it, but I feel like you do in the game because every time I would sit there and then I would think about walking forward, you'd sweep. And I'm like, what in the world? This man is reading my moves. Like, I'm like, what is going on?
Bro. That's called fear, bro. He smelled your fear.
There's blood in the water. There's blood in the water.
It happened a couple times in the match, and I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Zoro's over there. Is he reading my walks?
Yeah, literally, I'm like, are you reacting to my character moving up? Like, what is going on? Like, that was the biggest thing. But yeah,
Fundamental.
Yo, man,
Yeah, it's different.
It's
It's different.
something that we've preached on this channel a lot. We preach that to locals a lot too. Fundamentals, man. If you don't got fundamentals, you gonna lose a decent amount of your matches to anybody who do.
I can tell you what it is, but you can't teach it. You got to just learn it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's the
can, like,
biggest
yo,
thing
you
with
got to do this.
conditioning.
And you'd be like, okay, I'm doing it. No, you're doing it, but you're doing it wrong. That don't make any sense. You'll know eventually.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that's true, man. You could definitely like if you
Gotta
don't
go
got
back to the
fundamentals,
foundation, bro.
Yeah.
And that's all Walt had in that Street Fighter 4 tournament, which was
That is
the
it.
funniest thing ever
That
because
was
he
it.
was winning matches. I was just like, this man just said, I'm gonna play Street Fighter 2. I don't know nothing about this game.
Yeah.
Literally.
I know Ryu, and I know that low heavy is a sweep and it knocks down. So
That's right.
Yeah, literally.
Speaking of Ryu, we know you as a character loyalist. He loves Ryu. Ryu's the shit. That's his guy, right?
Right.
Did you ever dabble with any other characters in Street Fighter 2 besides Ryu?
Yes.
Or did you immediately just like pick Ryu from jump and just stick with him?
Oh well, no, I picked him. Like I said, I was born in the late 70s.
Yeah.
Grew up as an 80s kid. So for me, like Karate Kid movies, right?
Yeah.
So when I was going to put in that quarter and I was gonna play that Street Fighter 2 for the first time, the first character I saw, karate outfit, Ryu. It's
fucking Daniel-san,
That's
bro.
it. That's it. Let me go for this. That's how I got into Ryu, right?
Gotcha,
So as I progressed, right, it was not until the new challengers came to be that I actually trained with Fei Long.
Okay. Yeah, because they added what? Fei Long, T-Hawk, Cammy, and
Cammy and
Nah, you know what it really was, Nate?
all right.
When he first turned on the cabinet and he picked Ryu, went to that stage and heard the
He's kind of fire, bro.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, I think they added what? It was Cammy, DJ T-Hawk, and
Craziest
Fei
thing
Long.
is that-
That's
Fei Long,
right.
yeah,
Just
that's right.
four? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
I don't know anything about this.
You know, oh yeah, that's right, man. My
That's
bad.
the craziest thing to me. Like, I don't know anything about
he
this.
started in Street Fighter 5. The moment they bring Fei Long back, he starts hitting with a fucking chicken wing, bro.
Oh, right.
He's
Oh,
not
my
gonna know what to do. He's not gonna know what to do, bro. That's the record character.
The chicken wing, bro. Oh my god. Yo.
That's
So
crazy.
you just rock Ryu the whole time.
That's
never,
it.
Never anyone else.
That's
never
it.
tried him at all.
No, not really.
If you watched the last episode before the one that came out, you definitely know who I was rocking.
Okay.
I was Guile all day.
There you go. Okay.
All day. Sonic boom. Oh, you walking on me? Flash kick.
I did do what Chris does sometimes. That I used to play the characters just to know their moves.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's okay.
That's it.
No,
you know?
exactly.
Perfect. We're there. We're there. You know exactly what range fucking Zangief's
exactly.
SPD is and shit like that. Blanco electricity. Okay, I don't need to jump on him because I'm gonna get fucking lit up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get you though.
But yeah, man, nah. So I mean, okay, I do have a question for you though before we move on.
Yeah.
Because I see this a lot from like the older Street Fighter 2 players. What is y'all obsession with Ryu? This man won one tournament and y'all just won't let it go.
You know what? I think it has to do a lot with that question. Why not? Right? And I brought this up yesterday in a conversation as like, when everybody's training, somebody's beating up on Ryu. Why you hate the character so much?
So it's
I
not.
said that the other day. That shit was so fun. Like, yeah, you're right. Why
let
do
me
you
let me clear this up. It's not that the community that nobody hates Ryu. It's just that the people who love Ryu, y'all have a very strong love, and you can't say one bad thing about Ryu.
Oh no, for me it's
Or
not
the
that
war is
extreme.
starting.
You know, for me it's not that extreme. For me it was just the fact that it was at the time the most rounded fighter. You know, he had the projectiles, he had the reach, he had the move, he had the strength.
So you feel
right?
like he was balanced for every
Right.
matchup.
He wasn't the faster character. He wasn't the slowest character.
Okay.
He wasn't the weakest. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't that happy medium where
He's a jack of all trades.
didn't
He's not
matter-
the best at anything, but he could do
Yeah,
it.
master of none.
it
jack
didn't
of all
matter
trades.
how you played him. You could find a way to actually work it to your advantage.
Okay.
Right.
I respect that.
So that's the reason probably why all of us that played Ryu over the years have stuck to that, because we still feel, with the exception of 5, that Ryu has been the most well-rounded fighter.
I feel, again, there's nothing wrong with it but when me and Dennis were talking, he was like, Ryu's the man. And I stopped and I looked at him and I was like, why? And he's like, because he is. Why though? Like,
Right.
no one is the man because they're the man. That's not how that works.
Right.
The head of a cartel? Is he the Godfather?
Godfather.
What the fuck is going on over there?
And then we got more into the conversation, which is how I found out how many tournaments Ryu won.
Right.
He only won the first one.
And that was it.
That was
Yeah.
it.
It's most of the cast of Street Fighter. characters.
But think about it. I mean, from a character's perspective, he's always looking to
To get
improve.
improved, yes.
If he would have won any more tournaments, how much more would he have been improving? He had needed to have that challenge, that breakdown. He will come back
He
every
got-
single
that man
Ryu,
went
right?
through some shit, boy.
Right?
That man went
That
through
man-
some shit.
He would have turned into a prideful Ryu. Yes, I'm the best.
Right.
I'm the best. I'm
That
one of
He
the-
would have been Akuma, you know, something like that. I don't know.
That man has been training for so long. He figured out how to stop time with Hadoukens.
Right?
Probably just so he can train more. That's probably the whole reason he figured it out. I'm gonna stop time to train more. Like,
Right?
I went through a phase when I first started learning like Street Fighter 4 and shit, where my training partner Frank also loves Ryu. That man, his perfect fucking storm of Street Fighter. If there's a Ryu and they're throwing fireballs at each other, that's his wet dream. He loves that shit.
Classic.
And at first, I was so tired because, you know me, I don't like the main character in shows or games. I like the villains because I'm always just like, yeah, no one likes you, but I like you. Fuck everyone else. I just like being a rebel.
Me too.
So I'm like, Ryu's a poster child. All right, cool, whatever. He does cool things. I learned how to play him a little bit. I'm like, this character's boring, trash. So I played Balrog, countered Ryu, did tap, whatever. I was on the Shoto hating committee. I was the fucking president of the club. I was doing all of the all the banners. It was all of them. I hated them all. I was killing them. And now I got to the point where I'm just like, just let them be, bro. They don't hurt. They ain't hurting nobody, man. They're in their corner. They're doing their own thing. Let them preach.
I don't hate Shotos, but I am definitely the president of the Grappler Hate Club. Boy,
yeah, you gonna die on that hill, friend.
Yeah. Yo,
Zangief ain't going anywhere.
I know. Look, I'm not saying he's going nowhere, but I'm gonna hate him every day.
And when he's missing, there's always another.
What's that mean? I wake up every day early just to hate.
Think about the Shoto hate. Nate, you might be done with it, but now there's the new generation, bro.
Yeah. Demi, you know who you are. Shout out to Demi. I know you listening. Yo, that boy.
Demi got fresh. He got fresh Shoto hate. He got fresh off.
I see myself in him because I'm like, you were me 10 years ago. I fucking hated Shoto, boy. But now I'm good.
Yo, Rich guy.
We could compromise. I'm like, you know what? You do your thing. I'll
like,
do my thing.
You know when you get fresh mozzarella sticks, you like bite into it and then like the cheese like alone. That's the type of hate Rich got. It's fresh. It's super fresh. That man was in there. I hate Shotos. And he just went on a whole rant about Shotos.
He did tell me it's not the characters, like the actual Shotos themselves that he dislikes. It's the people
players
who play them.
Yep.
I'm like, well, what do you mean about that? He goes, I don't know. It's just the way they think about the character. I don't know. I don't like.
No, he said,
damn.
This is exactly why, because I know what he means. It's the way that people play it, like what their thought process is. Like who would think about DPing in neutral like a Shoto would? You know, that's the type of shit he said he hates.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I get you, but at the same time, like the way most people play Shotos, they typically play them the way they're meant to be played. Like you might not like Ryu players, but let's be real. If he's being more so on the defensive end and more punish you with whiffs and all that, that's kind of how Ryu works.
If the simplicity is what you like about it and it gets you results, kudos, bro.
Right?
Good job. Do what you gotta do, because
like
we can condemn the whole concept of grapplers the same way, right? Well, that's all you do.
But
that's what you have.
I was just about to say, like, I can hate grapplers all day, but I still have to. I can hate their play style, but I gotta respect it.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, they got their own struggles. Because the second a grappler goes up against the Ryu,
that's when they should start.
That's when fire, bro.
You got a Dawson or a JP sitting on the other side of the screen, and you like, man, I'm already at a disadvantage, and the game just started.
Friday, you know you're gonna cry in the car. You know you're gonna cry in the car.
Yeah. So it's like I might not like grapplers, but it is what it is. I respect their play style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is there any character you hate in particular to fight against? Like, I know you've got a kind of a vendetta against Zangief recently, but was it always
right? That was
way?
a fresh one though. I guess the
one. Hold on, we do gotta get into that though. That Street Fighter 6 Zangief, brother. He's the rage of the internet right now. They are.
Is he the rage of the internet, or is he just the rage of your inner turmoil?
No, I literally looked online. Like everybody's talking about Geef right now. Even Smug just made a video today talking about Geef.
Level 8, bro. Level 8. Just do it. CPU level 8 Geef. Watch.
Yeah.
You get messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Get messed up. You already read your frame, bro. It's like on SPDU while you pressing a button. Boom.
So have you ever had like a demon, the character you just
Guile. For me, it was Guile.
Fucking hate Guile.
All the time.
Know why, because Street Fighter 2 Guile was cheap.
Yes,
Fuck
he
that
was.
character.
It
All
was.
right,
His range was crazy. He was always crouching, waiting for you to jump. He was always on the, that sweeping kick he had. Everything.
Hey,
Nah.
Let's not hate on Guile. He did nothing wrong.
Street Fighter 2
Really?
in an era where they couldn't balance patch the game was fucked up. There's no way in hell you could tell me that character was fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey man, he helped me kill Vegas. I'm cool.
Sure. You got fucked up. Get flash kicked. Cool, no problem. But everybody else, nope. You getting whacked.
Man, hold on. Y'all talk about Guile. Did no one play Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition?
Yeah,
I
of
think,
course.
yeah.
No.
We're talking about
Everybody,
Street Fighter 2. You couldn't pick the boss characters in Street Fighter 2.
No. I'm talking about Geese grab range in that game.
Sure,
Right.
whatever. But
Yeah.
Guile was the original demon, bro. So I'm telling you.
I get you. He was the original. But if you played those games, even as Guile, I could Sonic Boom you and still get grabbed.
Sure. In Championship Edition. Couldn't do that in the original.
But you know what the issue was? Zangief has always been slow.
Yep.
And that's where you capitalize against him, right?
No.
Yes.
You know why? Lariat. You know why? Green hand.
But the problem with
The
Guile
Guile
is
guy.
that Guile was always fast. He was always strong. And he was just broken. Come on, he was just
Fuck,
broken.
your character was so
Played
cheap.
Ryu.
Your character was so cheap.
I play Ryu.
That's your fault. You played Ryu.
Guile and
Defending
Street
top
Fighter
tier.
2 was so
Relax.
I'm
cheap,
telling you,
bro.
I'm telling
Should have
You're
picked the
defending
Kuma.
top tier.
Should have picked the Kuma. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, the hate is real.
No. But we do have some actual questions for you.
Yeah, so
These
you
are
got
what
a
we're
question.
getting
Yeah, I
into.
do have
Yeah.
have a couple questions.
Well, one of them I
yeah.
can start off with because I feel like this is gonna be interesting.
All right.
Since we've already discussed, your backstory, we know you're more of an older player, but you're still playing now in a new era.
Yes, sir.
With the new era, we've had a lot of different updates, a lot of change with Street Fighter come through, a lot of change been made, right? And with Street Fighter 6 in particular, which just released, we all loving it, we all having fun with it. This has been one of the most fun Street Fighters I played since 4.
Right.
How do you feel about the addition of adding? Because I know you're very vocal on this of adding modern controls.
Look.
Yeah. Sit down.
Now that we're playing, because we've had a lot of theories about modern control, but
Now we know.
Yeah, now
Right.
we know.
We got our hands on it.
I'm going to take there's two approaches to this. I'm
not
going to take the commercial approach.
I'm
to
gonna
the
tell
whole
you
thing,
right now, don't take the high road, take the low road.
I will take both. I'll show you.
Yeah,
I will do a U-turn and come back to the other
Yeah,
one.
we're
Don't
gonna
worry
be
about it.
professional first.
If you're looking at it from a new generation, all right, all the video games, I feel that they come to a point where they have their half-life point, right? And when the decay starts, you're trying to innovate something. You're trying to get new players in, right? You have to grow the market. Right now, you have a new generation of players that might not be interested. They're looking at the hype. You bring them in, you give them this set of controllers, which are simplified, and they'll be like, all right, I can do this. You gain a new level of players coming in, right? Will they transfer to Classic later on? Maybe, when they see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
They maybe not. My problem with it is, here's the UE, right? I feel that you're giving, even though your damage control is less, right? You got 20% deficit.
Not necessarily, because you can still do traditional buttons to get the same amount of
Yeah,
damage.
sure. There's ways around it.
So my point is, some of these combos are so much easier. I shared a video
Yep.
in the Discord the other day, and you know how many inputs it take me to get this, and that was my question, right? Compared to just pressing, I don't remember what
You,
button
like,
was.
hold the
I
assist
holding
and
one
then-
and just pressing this button repeatedly,
Yeah.
and I'm getting a combo that it takes me much more many moves to come across. So, does it feel like a handicap? To a certain extent, it does. I played the beta, played a Ken, and he was coming out with combos. It was just ridiculous. And then I looked, and it was a motor control. I'm like,
You see the little M?
right there, right there. I don't hate that player. I hate the settings.
Gotcha.
All right. So that was
You
my
kind of
feeling.
hate the player because they had to pick the settings.
Well,
He did it. You fucking did it on purpose.
he chose the dark side.
It's true.
No, your own son.
Woke side.
When we went to your house, your son, I was like, hey, you play on modern controls? He's like, are you serious?
Right, exactly.
Classic.
son.
Really? That shit was so funny.
Do you know who my dad is? So I was just like, hey, look, I was asking a question, man.
and that was one of the things. The feel of it, I mean, it just felt unnatural,
Yeah.
but it felt simpler.
Yeah.
Could anybody pick it up? Absolutely. I saw some reviews, some pro players testing it out, and they were saying, it's solid controllers. They have their limitations, yet it's still simpler.
Exactly.
Simpler in the sense of, yes, you can make more combos, you can hit more, you can change the way that the fight is going on just with a simple couple of inputs. So to that extent, I do not agree that it would be something that should be perpetual in the fighting community. Yeah. Yet, like it was said, from the commercial point, yes, you bring in more players into the mix. So I can understand that, from fighting community sense, Yes, I understand.
So a lot of people have the opinion that most fighting games are not purchased by the actual players.
Okay.
They're purchased by the more casual crowd.
Right.
I can't say, because I don't have any hard evidence to prove which one either way. But I don't think that that's the case, me personally. Because I've seen people who buy games and they're like, I'm going to play the arcade mode or I'm going to play this. I don't find many people like Street Fighter V, for what it was, still sold pretty well when it first got released. And that game released with no story.
Right.
No arcade mode. You only had online. And it still sold well. So how do you feel? Do you think that that's the case? Because you're from an era where the only people who was at the arcade was people who was willing to go into the arcade and play.
Right. I don't think it's just a casual player, to tell you the truth, because one of the biggest drives for fighting games is just that thrill, right? You pick a character, you go into the fight, you actually grow with your character. Casual players are more of okay, let me try this, and if it works, maybe I'll come back to it. So they might test a demo, download a demo, try it out, see how it works. Is it nice? Yes. Is it the mechanics are not my thing, or maybe the style is not my thing? They'll pass it on.
Yeah.
The actual players of the fighting games are also pre-ordering. They haven't even tried it. They haven't even touched it.
Yep.
But they saw it. They saw a preview. They saw a trailer. Man, I'm jumping on that right now.
Yep.
That should be one of those items that we should take into consideration when we're talking about statistics. Are the casual players pre-ordering? If they're not, they're just a byproduct of everybody else around them.
Yep. That's a hard statistic to even acquire the information on, because like, how do you define between a casual and like a non-casual player?
Right.
Maybe they start as casual and then they start taking it more seriously. They start going to majors and shit.
I'm gonna assume this it's probably gonna be like around like based on hours played. If you were to do it that way.
In my opinion, casual players compared to like, I guess in a way, professional players or whatever you want to say, competitive.
More competitive players.
Is the difference is that the casual players will spend more time doing like the side stuff, which is like the fun like story mode, or they'll have like for example the new stuff that they added.
World Tour, yeah.
Right.
No, not the new stuff that they added on Street Fighter, where they have like the knockdowns.
Oh, well,
they
like
have,
the bull coming in.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
stuff like that. I feel like that.
Which
like
is
more
fine,
casual
but like,
players.
how do you know what if you got two people, right? They both got 200 hours in the game. How motherfucker wasn't just knocking a bomb back and forth with his friend, or the other guy was just online grinding? There's no way to tell.
Right,
way to
exactly.
Only ones who would know would be like Capcom, and they gotta fucking like pull the data and then fucking go in the coding and like look at it and like, all right, this fucking dude spent 200 hours kicking a volleyball back and forth and it fucking blew up. Like, damn.
I'm about to say, and that's where you start getting the data analytics. That's
Hey, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
that's a
whole
different-
nother
different
thing.
business.
God damn, I ain't smart enough for that shit.
All right, but now that we're doing questions, actually, I actually do have a question. I actually do have a question for Walter here. So as we know, Street Fighter 6 went back to like, I guess in a way, more with punishment based and a little slower. So I wanted to know how do you like appreciate Street Fighter coming back to, I guess in a way, the older ways?
I think one of the biggest challenges now that I've had a 30-year gap was actually getting used to the new mechanics, right? So Street Fighter V, which is what we most recently played, was a faster game. It was something I was definitely not used to. So if we go back to the World Warrior, right, it was slow, but it was what we had.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we came to the Champion Edition, right? Additional characters, couple of changes in some of the moves, especially Ken and Chun-Li. But the speed hadn't changed. Turbo came across, and that was it. That was a sweet spot, right? So for me, it was the same moment when Street Fighter 6 comes out. It was just a great combination of images, colors. The speed was great. The mechanics of the game, the way, the adaptability of the characters.
Yeah.
So going that step that might seem back from Street Fighter V actually pushed the game completely forward. Completely, in my opinion.
So it was like a perfect storm, basically.
It was it. It was it. when I grabbed the demo and just playing Ryu for the first 5 minutes, it was like, wow, this is it right here. This is what 5 should have been.
And even though it's a slower game, I feel like having Drive Rush and because I ain't gonna lie, before I played the game, I thought Drive Rush, Drive Impact were gonna like impact me having fun with the game.
Okay.
But actually, because it's so slow, it enhances the game.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It gives you that additional edge. Okay, here I can come in. Here I can speed it up.
Yep.
Change the course of the fight. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it definitely, in my opinion, it's really fun. it's really fun.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody here disagree with you, man. Drive it.
No.
The game fucks, bro. If you haven't played it, go buy that shit. That shit is good, bro.
For any of y'all who are Street Fighter haters, bro, this game will make you a fan. It is
Absolutely.
really good. I will say though, the cast that we started out with this time is kind of small.
I think it's actually about the same as Street Fighter 4.
Really?
Street Fighter 4 had around the same number of characters. Let me fucking.
I'm about to say, yeah, you might have to check that because I don't know. Because
I feel like I got around the cast really fast too.
Yeah, it feels small.
Day one when I did the combo trials, I did them all pretty quick. I did them like 2 hours.
And the combo trials for this, man, look, because we explained this to Zora. I don't know if you was playing fighting games at the time, but in Street Fighter 4, when they had the combo trials, they would just put you in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And some of the combos were like wall combos, but the game wouldn't tell you that.
Oh, interesting.
It would just put you in the middle of the room. And then that's it.
Now the game literally says, "Here, have my hand."
Let me walk you there.
It literally walks you through.
I'm
like
glad
if
that-
Jamie has to be in level 4, it literally tells you have to be level 4. Like it tells you. Like, as
I'm
it
glad
goes.
that the game actually does that amount of hold handing because yes, you know how hard it was to do the Street Fighter 4 trials, and you started.
You gotta look
and
it up.
every time you hit the restart button, you get put back to the middle, and you gotta move the person back to the left or the right. And you get put back to the middle. Yo.
the dashing.
But you know what? In going back to the small roster, okay, how many characters did we start off with? 16, I think it was. Right now.
Like 16, 12, something like that.
I think 16.
I think 16.
So there were actually quite a lot more than I remember. There's 25 characters in the original Street Fighter 4 base game.
25 characters.
I was about to say, I'm like, I
that's a
remember
lot
4
of
having a lot
characters.
more characters.
It's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of faces I was like, damn, they were in the fucking base game? Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's sick.
What I think is one of the things that through history Capcom has known how to do is make iconic characters.
Yes.
I think that's what was one of the downfalls in the previous games where you release so many characters, there is not enough time to make sure that you focus on specific items on each character, right?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily against it because with this many characters, it's a good chance to learn every character on the roster. Like one of the issues with KOF, even when it first came out, KOF is a great game. I love the game. But it's a lot of matchups you gotta learn.
Right. Yep.
And the fact that they're like all 3-on-3s, not only do you gotta learn the matchup, you gotta learn why this team is better than this team because there's a certain synergy that this person has with this person that is just different.
There were 18 in Street Fighter 6, by the way, compared to
Okay.
the 25
18.
in Street Fighter 4.
18, okay.
And you know what? 4 of them could have been the fucking Shadow League boss characters. Motherfuckers.
You were
Look at him later, look at him.
never gonna let
Look,
Capcom have their day, huh?
in case anybody out there wondering why I play Sim now, it's because I can't have Balrog, and I'm going to make sure if I can have a good time, nobody's
Prox,
having a
I
fucking
hope you
good
watch
time.
this because this comment is for you. But you and Prox have both been like, if I don't get my character, no one has fun.
I'm right there with him, bro. When I was there, when they announced that they're releasing like the DLC characters, and they showed all the characters, right? And Akuma was the last one. And I'm standing next to Prox, and Prox is like, damn, I hope they come out relatively soon. And Capcom hit him with these characters are coming out in the order they were revealed, and it was like fucking something 2024 for Akuma. He was like, I gotta wait a fucking year to play Akuma.
It was December.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I gotta wash my face or something. Man, that boy was hurting. I understand because I don't even have a fucking character to announce. Fuck you, Capcom.
But you see, it goes back to the same question you asked me. Why Ryu? Because you find those synergies with that character and you build them up.
So you
The
saying
same that
He's
you
in
feel
every
with Battle
fucking
Rogue, right?
game, and you don't gotta worry about him not being in the game.
Right.
Damn it.
So, I think when it comes down to it, everybody just
man,
you create that connection.
I don't know, man. Yo, I see a nice future for my girl Manon, man. She
Don't get your
good,
hopes
man.
up.
you right, but I still hope she
She ain't
has a
coming
nice
back.
future.
Don't get your hopes up. That's a one hit wonder right there.
She's a one wonder.
Yeah, but you
That's
can
another
enjoy
Abel.
it for like 10 years.
Sure, whatever. But that's another Abel. That's another Sea Viper. Yeah, it ain't coming back.
Wow.
She ain't coming back.
Y'all don't even
Don't cry. Don't cry.
That's another
Y'all don't
Necro.
even have the
Ain't
memories
happening
with Sea
again.
Viper. Y'all just saw the
It ain't
memories.
that's another Sean that it ain't happen again. Get used to it. That's another Laura. Nope, sorry.
Just
Damn,
play
Ida
Manon.
must be hurting.
Like if you played Laura, literally just play Manon.
Sure, but it ain't Laura, which is why I'm telling you, it's gonna be a different character next time.
Yep.
I mean, you'll get a ballerina, and maybe she'll have jujitsu, maybe she won't, but it won't be fucking Manon in the next game. I'll tell you that.
Hey, she plays like I might, whatever. If the playstyle's close enough, I'll work with it.
Look, as long as they don't fucking add Elena and her bitch ass healing, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Oh, that girl. Oh, I know.
Elena, you know
Yeah,
that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can't, bro. I can't.
So now that we're talking about characters now, I actually have a question for Crash here. How does it feel to change the play styles between having Balrog, which is like a semi-rushdown character, I guess you could say, and going to Dhalsim, which is literally sit back, relax.
The
you gotta
fucking
do
opposite side of the spectrum.
I know you didn't just sit here and say semi-rush down. You ain't played his Balrog. You don't know.
No, I understand. No, I'm saying semi-rushdown because you have to, even though Balrog, you have this, he sits back most of the time because I've played his Balrog before. It's not that. But there's situations with Balrog where you have
Which
to go
one did
in.
you play? 4 or 5?
Oh, I'm talking about 5.
Ah,
No, that's
okay.
the only one. Where else have I faced them?
Was it worse in 4?
Yes.
Oh man.
He actually played 4.
I'm glad I didn't play you in 4.
I love that character. I'm so sad. No, it's so jumping from aside from me just wanting to ruin everybody's fucking good time. That's the fucking evil villain arc I'm on right now. Jumping between playstyles, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie. I'm used to playing charge characters. I played charge characters for 4 and 5, and then beginning of 4, I played grapplers. So I've never actually played like a dedicated zoner, especially one that's been like in every fucking like almost every game. As decorated as Dhalsim, he was even in some crossovers. He was in fucking Capcom vs SNK. Like
He was in the EX Lair games too.
yeah, I think he was in fucking Tatsunoko vs Capcom. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of games. Like not all of them, but he's been in a lot. Going from a playstyle that's literally the opposite side of the spectrum makes you look at the game very differently, right? So we'll use you as an example. You were dealing with the Manam versus Zangief matchup, right? If you were to go into the matchup as a sim, bro, all that fucking stress, you could put it in a bottle and toss that motherfucker in the garbage. You don't even gotta worry about that shit. You'd be like, oh my God, look, I'm pressing medium punch and he can't do shit about it. What's he gonna do? Nothing. Jump, that's cool. Back heavy punch, we're good. I
understand what you're saying though, because everybody knows I like rushdown characters.
Yeah.
And when 6 was coming out, everybody was like, "Oh, you playing Kimberly, right?" Nah, Manon. And everybody's like looking at me. Manon.
So
Yeah.
you got priors as to why we said Kimberly and had nothing to do with Russia.
No. I get you, but at the same time, when most people who weren't y'all that were talking about the priors that knew I like
get you.
rushdown characters, they were just like, "That's not a rushdown character. Why would you play her?" I'm like, I don't know. I like French ballerinas apparently. And then
he plays fucking Lily and fucking
and
Tekken
then
7.
I played her, and when I played her, I was like, I made the right choice. It's not what I'm used to, but when I played the style that she has, I'm like, I like this.
So you understand where I'm coming from. Like it's not for me. It's the fucking opposite. It's literally like completely different. But for you, it's similar in a way. But at the same time, it's a little bit of what you hate because she got some grapple shit on her. She got some command throws, so you can't be bitching about grapplers like that, bro.
I was gonna ask him. I was
You
like,
can't
how
be
does it
bitching
feel
about
that?
that.
The fillet literally what you hate.
I'm gonna be real. It feels weird. So I'm like,
What's the fucking Batman
have a
quote?
command
like,
What's the Batman quote? Like you
you die a hero, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
yeah, there it is, bro. He's on his shit. Welcome to the club, brother. We're here to fuck everyone's
So-
great time up.
Like I said, it feels weird, and the reason it feels weird is because it's like sometimes I win with the 5 medals command throw, and I'm like, that
And
feels-
sometimes you get washed with fucking one. You're like, I didn't get to grab him.
yeah,
I fucked up.
and I'm sitting over here, I'm like, I feel dirty.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean you feel? I was like, I feel dirty. Like I got 5 medals, and then I was just like, command throw.
when I lose a match with Dhalsim, it's not. I'm not frustrated at my opponent for outplaying me or whatever. I'm mad at myself because I feel like Dhalsim has something to get an advantage in every matchup. So if I lose a matchup, I'm just like, fuck, my execution was bad. I teleported and I landed the hit in the air, but I didn't convert on the ground, so I didn't get the knockdown. Or I'm fucking stupid and I did the far medium punch instead of doing the anti-air, and I fucking should have known he was a jump. What are you doing? You're a dumbass. And I got the whole fucking angel demon shit going on in my brain, like, you're fucking idiot. And he's like, I know, I'm sorry. It's inner turmoil, and then like, cool, next round. All that shit goes away.
Nah,
we're in the next fight.
For me, it's like, okay, it's getting in the mindset of a grappler. Because when I played Rushdown, I didn't really have to worry about getting hit too much because I was fast enough to get out of the way of everything. I am not anymore. Nope. I get hit a lot, and I have to, like, in my head be like, it's fine, it's fine.
with grappler characters, they typically have less movement options, but they have more health, so you have to use your health as a resource to get in.
Absolutely.
To be fair, I think she has a decent amount of movement as a grappler,
which is fine, but
compared to the rest of the cast,
I wouldn't say Manon's a grappler. I would say she's like a hybrid. Right, she's got good normal. She sticks out. She's got good buttons, and she's got a throw that just gets way more devastating.
She got 2 different command throws.
Zangief has got so much health. That man could be at 1 fucking health, like 1 tick of health on his health bar, and if he's in, that man is frolicking through the fucking fields as wild as dream. You about to get slammed. And he's okay with it because guess what's coming afterwards? You won't get slammed again. And you're in the vortex. You're in the blender. You can fucking put in that ninja blender, and he's sitting there hitting pulse, and you're fucking spinning around, and then suddenly you're just a smoothie and you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's been a one great experience with Street Fighter 6, and everybody's getting into it. Like our whole group that we know is getting into it,
having a good time. I think we have a mostly the entire character screen represented on the group of people we play.
Yeah.
We need to find someone who we haven't played against anyone who plays like JP or Luke.
Right. Some of the characters we haven't been exposed to yet. Yeah. I agree.
Man,
at least no one we've played so far. It's only been like 24 hours.
Just fight Ryu. You fighting Luke if you fight Ryu. Luke's American Ryu.
I think, funny enough, I think Ryu's better.
Dang.
Yeah. Because like Luke don't got a Tatsu that goes through fireballs. Eat shit, loser.
Right. He's got the speed. I got to give him that.
He's fast.
He's fought a couple of during the beta. A couple of
projectiles faster too.
Absolutely, I hate that sandblast. It's ridiculous.
Pocket sand. That's the king of the hill shit, right?
Bro, not even that. The EX sandblast, bro. That shit fast as shit.
Yes,
man.
yes. And
but it can be parried.
True. Oh, definitely. You could react to I have reacted to him. If you perfect parry and dash forward, I believe. Don't quote me on this. I believe you can punch it because the recovery is slower than.
Yo, we not gonna leave my dog out though, bro. Ken.
Oh, he looks crazy.
6.
He looks good.
Ken got some shit.
Man,
he's got moves. He's got moves. Absolutely.
Let me tell you right now, Ken got some shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
I played my brother. He got some shit. I played like 4 Kens online. 3 of them I waxed. Not gonna lie. The 4th one gave me the sauce.
Wow.
Chef Boyardee, no ravioli in
Yo,
it was all sauce.
Ken lost everything. It was like, I have no reason to hold back now.
There you go.
Fuck me up. Man lost his wife. He lost his fucking home. He lost his money. He's just like, you know what?
I got nothing to lose.
You know what I got left? Anger. I'm about to let all this shit out.
He probably said Ryu was right.
Ryu was right.
All along.
Hey, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if you had the whatchamacallit, if you got the new, what was it, Evil Ken now, bro. We gonna get
Violent Ken.
Violent Ken.
Yeah, look at that.
Violent Ken.
I wouldn't be surprised. Look at him. He looked like an angry New Yorker. He's got the Timbs on. The work
Right.
He laced them up.
Hold on, bro. If we get a Violent Ken, bro, that'd be so sick.
That would be sick.
That'd be so.
I mean, they did it in the
insane.
Street Fighter 2 movie. That's like.
I know, but Violent Ken versus Evil Ryu has been a dream of mine for the longest time.
But you don't like Shotos now.
Yeah, but I like those characters. I don't like play. I like lore-wise. I do like Ryu's story, and I also do like Ken's story. I think that's like one of the most iconic duos in fighting games. I can't deny that.
Now, I had a question for everybody going around, aside from the guy on the end, because we're gonna get to that later. Is there any characters aside from the ones you're playing right now that you're interested in trying in the new Street Fighter?
Other than Manon, Ken.
Mm-hmm. You want to try Ken?
Yeah, that's about it.
Boom! Stereotype. You heard it here first, folks.
That's like Shoto.
Hold on. No. I never said. First off, I was never on the hate train as hard as him and Rich. Do I dislike fighting them at times? Sure.
Hey, look,
but
bro.
I was never over there.
Look, bro, it was a phase. I got over it. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm better. I went to therapy.
Nah, but it's contagious though. It's contagious.
I'm just like that with grapplers. I can fight a Shoto. Cool, fine, whatever. We'll do what we need to do.
What
But
about you, Walt?
yeah.
Anybody
DJ.
interesting? DJ.
Absolutely.
Yo.
He's got moves. I fought against a couple of DJs, and I was
sick.
thinking to myself, this character has potential to become something good in this version. It is definitely.
DJ got some shit, bro.
Yeah,
DJ got
absolutely.
some shit. He got some crazy
For
stuff.
you guys that don't know, DJ when he does drive rush, right? He could cancel his drive rush or just do it in general to back away. So people are doing drive rush, backs away. The guy pisses the light button and he whiffs punish the light button. That's it. It's nuts.
That sounds like a whole lot of waste of fucking meat.
Yeah.
I would have rather
it's
just.
just one- it's just one bar.
As soon
It's
as
just one bar.
as soon as you started saying all that, I'm just like,
No, it's just
I
one
could-
bar.
no. But as soon as you started saying it, I'm just in my head, I'm like, I could just grab him and get a medal. I'll take
No, because he
Manon
back
thoughts.
swing, so he's throw invisible. I'm not gonna get into this, but continue.
Nah.
that. So okay, for everybody who don't know on the other side of the screen, if you ever have a conversation with Zoro about a fighting game, for some reason he feel like we need to pull out pieces of note paper and a pad and pencil to take notes. Bruh.
I already went to school. I don't need that shit. I didn't even take notes when I was there.
I'm very technical with it because, like, I'm like, oh, I've been labbing this.
I get
Trust me,
you.
I know, I
So-
know my shit.
This is why I excluded you from the previous comment because we're gonna get into this shit. You like being technical, right? We were just talking earlier about how you like to overthink things. So what's going through your brain with your character crisis currently? Because you still haven't fixated on someone, and we getting real
No.
fucking close
I
to
think,
a
I think
major.
a better question would be, and I'm gonna ask it like this: why do you think people have a character crisis, and what brings it upon them? Like, what gets you into the mode of having a character crisis?
For me,
Just for everybody out there, this is not an intervention. I just want to say that.
Maybe it is. Fuck.
maybe it is.
It might be. You got commitment issues. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh man.
The man said Manon. Then he was like Jamie.
I didn't say Manon. I didn't say
Remember,
Manon.
the first
I
one was
mean,
Kimberly.
sorry, he said Kimberly.
Yeah.
Then it was Jamie.
Yep.
And then at Walter's house,
Man, JP looks sick.
bruh.
Man, DJ looks sick. Yo, look at all this shit. Yo, Marissa's charge moves,
No,
break armor.
no. You know what, bro? I'm gonna play.
no.
I'm gonna play Kimberly.
Yeah, I'm
after
gonna play
all.
Kimberly. I'm gonna play Kimberly.
then-
Literally 2 minutes later. Hey, yo, Kimberly look a lot like Jamie, bro. What's going on? You went full circle? Yeah.
It's okay. So for me, is I've always picked one. Like whatchamacallit. I've always had that one character. Like when I go into Street Fighter, right? So when I was playing Street Fighter 5, I picked, well, who was it? I think it was Zeku at the beginning because I'm like, oh, I like ninjas. He's cool, whatever. Then I went to Cody. then I went to Ed, and then I went to Ibuki. So
This man ran through all the
yeah, I went
boxers.
through literally.
Tupac said you get around, bro.
Literally, no, for real. But the biggest thing is that I need to have fun with the character just as much as I'm like beating you up. And then I also, it depends on the way that I learn the character. Like for example, if I'm a very, I guess in a way, I get attached with the character that I like. For example, with Ibuki, when I first started playing her, I got hella attached to her to the point where I was just like, I couldn't hop off the character. But when I did hop off the character just to like go back to try out Ed again or something, like I fought an Ibuki and I'm like, fuck, bro. God damn, bro. Like I miss my girl, stuff like that.
Well, why'd you stop playing her then?
Because it's just a new thing. Like I wanted to learn how to DP and stuff like that. But the biggest thing for character crisis, right? I'm getting off the topic. The character crisis comes with, like, I don't know what in this new game. I don't know what to play. Like I really don't know. Like I don't know what my play style is. I don't understand what it is. Like I just have to try everything.
But everybody's trying to figure that out. But having a character crisis is a whole different thing.
But see, I think the difference is especially when it comes to like the older players, we are always the same. Like soon as I saw Manon, I'm like, she looks cool. I ain't look at nothing else because I ain't want nothing else distracting me. Who you playing, Manon? Oh, you gonna play the beta? Is she in the beta? No, then I'm not playing the beta. Hey, the demo coming out. Who in the demo? Luke or Ryu? I don't care about neither one of them characters. No. You know?
I guess that's the problem with me because I tried everyone. Like I literally the first day I was like, combo trials do everything, and then I was like, bro, all these look sick. Like everything looks cool. I don't know which one I want. Like all these combos look sick. The reason why I'm sticking with Jamie is because he has good normals, and my whole game plan. I love whiff punishing. That's like my favorite thing. Like I said, my favorite thing in any fighting game is whiff punishing. So if my character could do whiff punishing very well, I like that character.
But are you gonna stick with Jamie?
Am I gonna stick with Jamie? I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like I genuinely do not know. Like right now I'm practicing Jamie to an extent, but like I don't want to hit a point where I'm like I'm not having fun anymore. Cause that's when I'm like, damn, bro. Like
then that's when you would move, and it should take you a long time to get there. If you really trying to learn your character, and understanding a character to the point of where, hey, I can do a couple cool things is fine, but understanding the ins and outs of your character takes time.
Absolutely.
That is not something.
That's like time for me. Okay, so
you got about 10 years with this game, fam. You know how these games be going. That game be going nowhere no time soon.
Literally, but no, for me to get to like that deep connection with the character, I have to literally do what Alex does and like sit down and not watch anything at all and just figure out my character myself. Like with Ed, the mix-ups, I didn't look that shit up. You got me messed up. I didn't look up any mix-ups. Like he has a mix-up where he like grabs you right and then you press the light, you can cross over to the other side. It's like super simple, but I thought it was really cool at the time because I was like,
you also lose the sense of how cool a character you like is when you start looking at other characters.
Bro, you do be looking at tech for like every fucking character.
It's because I want to be ready for everything. That's the thing.
Let me help you out. Stop looking at tech for other characters and start looking at tech for your character against those characters.
Right.
Don't be like, oh, look at this cool shit that DJ could do to JP or that fucking Marissa can do to Manon. You need to look at like, yo, look at this sick shit that Jamie could do on so and so.
And it's like what we were talking about earlier. You know, we back in the day, and some people still do it.
Or scored 7 years ago.
You used to play the characters to know their mechanics, so how you can actually find ins and outs for the character, right? Not to try to decide if, oh, maybe this is a better character for me, you know? If you find a character that the moves work, the mechanics work, play the other ones just to see how you can be effective against them. You know?
Like me personally, I agree. I believe in tier lists. I agree with tier lists. But as far as for a personal standpoint, I don't ever look at, is there a better character? As far as it concerns when it comes to me playing a character. Cause I play low tiers. So I don't really have this problem because I'm never looking for the top character. I play who I like and it's a whatever. Like
make it work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it work.
I'm not more so looking for a top character. It's more like
I'm not saying
connecting with. Right now, it's like all these characters look cool, but like I don't know these characters.
No,
like,
but I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying that there are people who do though. Like there are many fighting game players who are looking at the tier list. And, the only reason I'm losing is because I'm not playing this character. Like no, you're losing because you suck.
No.
Yeah, which is fine if you want. Like if you're going to majors, you're trying to get results, trying to be professional. If that's what you want to do and that's how you want to do it, do your thing. Cool. Now, if you do it and you don't get results, you ain't got no fucking excuse.
Right.
You ain't got no one to cry to but yourself. You said you picked the best character in the game. You got fucking washed by the worst character in the game. That's on you. It's a fighting game. It's a 1v1. You can't blame it.
Even then, on the fighting game community, we see constantly people who pick low mid-tier characters. Yeah. Constantly. Unless the game is like that broken to where the low and mid-tiers like have no shot. Which doesn't happen too often in most newer age fighting games because they kind of balance it out pretty well. Yeah. But it's like that's something that you run into. Like, cause I remember when I was a kid, when you bought the game from the store and you was going your way home and you looking through the manual and you read about the characters' backgrounds, the bios, all that stuff.
Like, that sounds cool. That character did some cool shit. I'm gonna play that character. That's what you did. Yeah. You weren't like, oh, so and so won a major the other day, blah blah blah, with blah blah blah, and then there's 3 of these character in top 8. I'm gonna play that character. That's some dark ass dumb shit.
I see character crisis happening more with the newer generation.
Yeah, y'all got too much information. Y'all getting overloaded.
I think it's what it is. I think because what I think it is like I told you earlier, the newer generation, y'all see so many of the combos that before the game comes out and what characters can do. You're literally theory crafting so much to where you're overloading yourself with information. You're just like, okay, no, but he can do this. No, but they could do that. But nah, what if I want to? Forget all that. I saw Manon. I was like, wait a minute. Her passive is the more I throw you, the more my damage my throws do. playing that character.
Hair, I'm with it.
Baskin Robbins, we there. Like, you know, 2 scoops and I'm good. Like, you know.
I agree with that. For me, and yeah, criticize me all you want, but I come from a generation that it was a 3-hit combo, right?
Yep.
So you see me play right now, and you see the majority of my combos are going to be 3-hit combos. I'll slip in the 4 or 5.
Yeah, you build it up.
And I build it up, right?
Yeah.
And when I get to the level where I can probably pull up some of the crazy shit that they're publishing out there, I'll get there. But my goal is I'm going to do the maximum amount of damage that I can do with what tools I have available to me right now. Then I'll build up for it.
Yep.
It becomes second nature. Once you work on like the early shit, then you sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top.
Right.
Like,
Baby,
a little sweeter.
Baby combos exist, man. Baby combos exist. And baby combos is not a derogatory term. Baby combos exist for a reason. When you first start a fighting game out, you are not doing big boy damage. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works.
Gotta be hard. Do a jump in attack, do a normal, cancel to his fireball or some shit. You're fine. That's it. 1, 2, 3. It ain't hard. Make it work.
You'll get your damage. And Manon, I feel like, is a great starter character because of that. Because her passive teaches you the more you do your combo, do your little baby combo.
She has a very obvious game plan, so you don't gotta be like, well, I don't know what my game plan or what my plan is.
It's
grab his ass. Get in there and grab his ass. That's it.
Get in there and dance with him.
Yeah. See that number? Make it go up. Do some shit.
And like grapplers all have for the entirety of their existence have had a very simple game plan. Grab him. How? I don't know. But
Figure it
By
out.
any means necessary.
Figure
Get
it
in
out.
there.
The second you can get there, it's over.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but my health is getting low. Are you dead? No. Get in there.
Yep.
you're real tough.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Are you dead, kid? No, but I'm low, coach.
All right, well, you can walk. Get your ass up. Keep running.
Like, grapplers have no fear. And once you get in the grappler no fear mentality, it's a scary mentality to deal with. Because, like,
I love
all the squishy people were like, keep him out. He's got a little health. He'll stop, right? He's just still walking at
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Grapplers really don't give a fuck. I
Yeah,
love that
no.
mentality. It's just like, you knew he was jumping. Why'd you do it a 4th time? I don't give a fuck who he is. I'm gonna throw this man.
I'm going
And
to
believe it or
throw
not, even if it's a video game, you're looking at it, it's intimidating when you have even if you have more than half your health, and you say Zangief's coming at you with 10% of health, this guy's coming at you.
Yeah.
And if he gets there, 2 pile drivers, you're down, you're gone.
Hell, bro.
So
You get the
I can understand that.
It's the mindset like, I shot this man and he just won't stop.
Right.
What will make him stop? He won't go down.
And then it's like, there's a mentality for like, because for rush down characters, it's like, I know my opponent is in the corner, like, it's 5 of them. Oh, God.
It's coming from every direction.
How did he overhead and low me at the same time? What is this? G. Yeah, no, man. But it's like, so, I don't know. Character crisis, I understand them, because if you're looking at a game and there's so many cool, it's like going to a candy store. And if
I want to do it all.
Yeah,
but I only got 25 cents and I can afford 1 piece of bubble gum.
Yep. There's so much candy in the candy store, but it's like,
Gotta pick one.
Now you looking like, do I want to Mr. Good bar, or is this like a crunch type of day? And then the store owner tells you, whatever candy bar you buy, you have to keep that candy bar for like 3 months. You're just like,
I had a character crisis in Street Fighter 4. I told you guys and was talking about my origin story in a previous episode, but I started with T-Hawk because I was just like, all he's got to do is slam you twice and you're fucking done. Sounds easy to me. And I was playing T-Hawk and I went from T-Hawk to Zangief, and after that I was jumping around the cast like I was I was playing hopscotch, bro. I was all over that bitch.
then Balrog showed
And then
up.
I found out I hated Shotos, and I saw PR Barg. I was like, I'ma do that. That shit was sick. Goddamn, bless America.
It's like, if you see a character and you like, I feel like you should just stick with Jamie, because I see you play Jamie and I know you having fun playing Jamie.
Actually, based on your personality and the characters you played in other video games, when I saw the roster, I said to myself, and I shared that with Chris, Zora's gonna go for Jamie or Kimberly. The speed, the mechanics, the flexibility of the character, those are the 2 characters that I saw you actually selecting.
Man likes options.
And when you got to my house and I saw you play, I'm like, there it is, look at that.
I fucking knew it.
I knew it.
Get out. Yeah, no. Don't be discouraged. Like, If that's the character you want to play that character. Don't let no one talk
Commit
you
to
out
it,
of
man.
it. And
And ladies, he does not have commitment issues. It's just a character.
yeah, it's just video games.
Yeah,
Video
it's a
games.
character.
I will say this though. CEO is in 19 days now.
Yeah,
You need to pick somebody.
Yeah. Get on one knee and say, "Will you be my character?"
Damn.
And commit.
It's a fucking Tom and Jerry episode. Is you
So is you ain't my baby.
God damn, I love that cartoon. Anyway,
Have you gone and found somebody new?
see, yeah, but just stick with them. Write them out. If you feel like you fucking suck in a specific matchup, lab that matchup. Don't worry about tech. Lab it out, and then just keep playing the character.
Yep.
Don't get discouraged. That's the worst shit you could do. As soon as you start getting into your head, you literally open the door so anybody else can walk into your head.
Yep.
You don't want to do that shit.
You leave the door open, that's when people come in and start robbing.
You get in a fucking barn, you leave that door open. People just be coming in and out.
Trying to come back, figure out why your whole living room set done been moved out your house. What happened?
Yeah, bro, they pitch a tent. You're like, he's in my head. How does he know? Then you jump and you're fucking dead.
But yeah, nah. So character crisis, for anybody who's having a character crisis, I understand your character crisis. Pick the one character you think is just, you've had the most fun with,
Looks cool.
and then ride out with that character.
does cool shit.
And this is one of the things, and it's for me, I'm not sure the mentality of other people. When I sit down, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And you've seen me at the local. I'm getting my ass whooped. And it's because I did something wrong and I laugh about it because, oh my gosh, how did I fucking do that? I knew I wasn't supposed to do that, yet I still pressed the wrong button.
Yep.
I have fun. I have fun when I win. I have fun when I lose. And if we all walk in with that mentality, you're going to enjoy your gameplay.
And we have
You're going to enjoy your character.
And we have fun commentating it because it is hilarious.
Pretty funny. But if you play a match and then you can recognize what you were doing wrong, you're already taking a step in the
Right.
right direction.
Exactly.
You're like, I know what it is. I just fucked up. Let me go home, figure it out, and come back and not do it again next week.
I knew me and Tengu's matches were getting good yesterday because more and more people started watching.
Yeah.
Like everybody stopped playing their games and started turning around. I was like, hey man.
And it's something that I tell my kids. You know, I hear them getting upset at the video game. Turn it off. You know, walk away for a minute.
Yeah, take a break.
Because the whole idea is we're gonna have fun. We're gonna struggle. We're gonna hit points where we're gonna feel like frustrated, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But the moment you stop having fun, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah.
You're
You don't
definitely
learn
not gonna grow.
anything,
It's
you
not
know?
gonna work. So, yeah.
I don't know. I was as far as like growing. If you're not in the right state of mind, like you said, you're not having fun. I don't know. That fucks up my focus. And another thing I was gonna be talking about focus is like, do you guys get nervous when people are like crowding around you? And it's, I don't know, maybe it's like round 3 and it's for the match and people are just like,
If I'm super into the match, I don't care who's around me.
I fucking put the blinders on. I'm like a horse at the fucking racetrack.
Yeah.
I don't see shit but the
Like,
screen.
if
I get the murder face and I'm good.
Like I said, I didn't notice people were crowding around me and Tengu till we finished the match.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else didn't exist.
I know because we have some players that are locals that like we'll call them the peanut gallery. Got motherfuckers in the background saying and suggesting things they should do, and they respond to it, and that's how I know you're not completely 100%
Focus on it,
in
right?
the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're listening to the people in the back. Stop
Yep.
fucking doing that shit. Pay attention.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
I'm sitting in my chair and whatever's on that screen is all I
It's
care
gone.
about.
Yeah.
You could be sitting behind me, man, you play a lame Manon.
Yep, I don't hear shit. Is that the internet meme picture where the dog is at the coffee table sipping coffee and everything around him is on fire?
Oh, fire, yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "This is okay.
I'm fine. No,
I'm
this is
fine.
okay.
This is okay.
That's it.
Yeah, no, man. Dennis, what time we got?
Sick.
All right.
It's about time for us to do it. We got time for like maybe one more question.
We got one more. All right.
Maybe one more question.
All right.
You know, because we got an OG in the fighting community, so you know.
Almost a
Walter,
senior citizen in the gaming
Almost a
community.
Damn. Hey, so like
You gotta
when
be-
we going to IHOP and you just getting in for free, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna show my.
Slide me your pancakes.
Yeah, that's.
Hey,
Strawberry syrup, please.
As someone who has done that, you will get kicked out.
Oh, it's a no.
But my stomach will be full.
No, you won't, because as soon as they see it, they're gonna kick you out.
I eat fast.
Just inhale it. Just inhale the
I'll curb you
pancakes.
that shit.
Oh no, but just before we go, man, I know Street Fighter 6 just got released. You know, we're all
Saw the
having
hype.
We're all trying to have a great time. Has anybody here tried World Tour?
No.
I was playing it a little bit this morning.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I like it.
I haven't gotten too far, but one of the redeeming qualities I will say about the game is it is like literally Street Fighter. So
Yeah.
you can level up your character, right? And what you can go up to random innocent bystanders on the street and
Ask for a
just
fight.
challenge them to fuck
Yo,
them up.
yo.
I'm like, I live like from where you spawn after the tutorial. He's like, go challenge some people around your level. I went around. I'm level 1. I'm like, Katie, you fucking bitch over there in the corner with the stupid hat. You're level 5 and I'm fucking you up.
No,
She's
no,
just
no,
like,
no.
I don't know what's going on.
No.
The funny thing is when you try you kid them, they go.
No. You want to know what I found out today? Because like you could challenge people on the street, right?
Yeah, you
and I saw a group of cops sitting down in the corner. I was like, I wonder. And I walk up and it said fight. I was like, oh yeah, I've been waiting on this.
Disclaimer, please don't punch any police officers
We
for
are
your
not
own health.
encouraging
and-
violence
Yo,
against
but
our
the
officers.
second I knew, I was like, oh yeah, come on, Officer Bernard. Mopped him, put him on the ground.
Put your donut away.
It was the funniest thing because this officer's name, I'm not playing when I say this, his name was Officer Tyrone Reed.
That.
And he was a very...
Hold up. Was he African American?
No!
Oh shit! We're not racist. Good job, Capcom.
He was a very large white man, and I was at the time was a level 6, and he was a level 12. I don't know what civil rights energy I had in me at the time, but I beat the brakes off that
Alex
man.
was like, "Yo, this is from all my ancestors. Just they ain't make it. You jumped off the boat, but I got their back."
I'm over here using Luke playstyle. This is for my people.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the civil rights movement started.
Well, no, like I gotta lie, and
God.
it's like the traveling the world is pretty cool too, like cause you learn spinning bird kick from Chun-Li at one point.
Yeah, and then like you can travel and shit, like you fucking hover over.
So
buildings
there's
or whatever.
certain like you can get to other rooftops, but you can't jump. So you have to use your master moves, and I'm like,
All right.
okay, cool. So I'm like, I went to the edge. Spinning bird kick. It was like, went across. I was like, yo, that's so good.
Now, is that the only way you can get colors? Because like I played rank matches thinking I could like rack up the currency to buy the colors, and I was like, I didn't fucking get anything.
So you can buy them with the one currency. It's like silver.
So
or
there's like
something.
drive tickets, and then I think there's like fighter
fighter
coins.
coins. You
Yeah,
can
that's
buy
what it is.
fighter coins off of like Steam, or you can just play the game.
But do I
That's
have
what
to
I
do
like.
World
Okay.
Tour though? Do I have to? Can I
tell you
not get
something.
them
To
off of
buy
rank?
fighter coins, you have to buy them off of Steam. There's no way to earn them in game.
But you could also buy them with tickets, right?
Yeah, you can get color.
You can get colors in game, but like the outfit twos.
I don't care about the outfits, but like the colors themselves. They're only from World Tour.
Yes.
That fucking sucks. I'm gonna be playing that a lot.
Yep.
My colors.
Listen,
I actually like the fact that they make you play the game. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie
also
to you
playing
guys.
rank. Give me something for playing rank. Like, only
yes.
give him 100 when he ranks up. Fuck it, I want to rank up.
Yeah, they give you drive tickets.
All right, fucking whatever.
wait,
I'm at, like,
you
4K.
can't buy the costumes?
You can, but motherfucker, I'm broke and I'm cheap. I ain't trying to buy that shit.
Not with not with fighter coins, like in just generally tickets.
No.
No.
So you can't get the premium.
Isn't there gonna
costumes.
be like a battle pass or something as well?
So
They're probably
the
different
outfit
shit.
twos that they put in this right now, if you beat World Tour, if you play World Tour, you'll unlock those costumes as you go along.
Fuck.
But now, like, as far as like, I'm pretty sure like once the season pass comes out, fighter coins will probably be in the season pass. Honestly,
yeah. That's what I was talking about, the battle pass. Or
yes.
season
As soon as the
pass,
battle
whatever.
pass drops, I guarantee you there are gonna be fighter coins in the battle pass.
Well, I'm gonna be playing a lot.
And
of
it's
World
gonna be
Tour
fighter
'cause
coins to get the battle pass.
I'm
anyway.
trying to get the colors and shit. Obviously for my character, but like if I can get most of the colors, if not all of them, because my console
And
gets
because
used
Just
for local-
100% it, bro.
my console gets used for the scene, so you know I don't want.
I'm about to
I don't want
say-
nobody complaining. I lost because I didn't have color number 17. Fuck
Here's
you.
here's also the thing, because of the scene, we gotta buy every battle pass.
All right, so I'm down with that. That's cool. I ain't got money for that anyways. But
Like that sucks that you gotta buy every battle pass
Why
because
is that? For the costumes?
for the sauce, bro. For the sauce.
We need the costumes, bro. You know, Baller loves his costumes, bro, and his colors.
it costs to be the boss, man. That's what they always say, right?
Sure.
Bro, you gotta match with your character.
I didn't know how much that saying was true until I started looking at the goddamn costs. I'm like, yo, I'd rather be an employee.
I ain't matching with my character. My character's fucking bulimic, bro. Look at me. I have to lose like 200 pounds. I'm flying around spitting fucking fire.
My character is
Talking
like,
about
like
colors, bro.
You didn't
Yeah,
specify.
you think I'm gonna be drinking like that? That's crazy.
no, it's fighter juice. It's not alcohol.
Right, it's not alcohol. No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's Red Bull. Gives
It's
you away.
matcha tea.
It's much. It's
Yeah, whatever.
Yo, Calcon, y'all was not slick about that at all.
What? They tried to get her. It was the ESRB rating, right? They tried to get her from that shit. You ain't slick. You ain't fucking slick. Who's herb? It's
As soon as I
It's
saw it, I
herbal.
was
It's
like,
actually what he says. It's herbal. It's an
Sure.
herbal drink. That's
Yeah.
what he says.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I had a homie in fucking school who used to bring alcohol to class. His teacher was like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's water." Show me. And he poured it out. It's vodka. Of course, it was crystal clear.
Yeah.
no,
Herbal
man.
juice. Get the fuck out of here.
That's
with
like
that
when
shit.
we was at your house yesterday. Knock down, drink, throw him, drink,
It's Jake,
jump
bro.
in, drink.
That's all he does. You gotta
gets
stop
drunk.
him, bro. You can't let him drink.
That's how you know he's not gonna get to the next game. That lever's gonna be shot, man.
Oh no!
God.
Kidneys? Fuck them. I don't need any of them.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
it supposed to be like the new Ken Ryu now? Luke and Jamie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
That's why
they're
they're,
trying,
that's why
man.
they're the two at the top of
Yeah.
the character select.
They're trying.
Yeah, but Alex wasn't like Luke or Jamie, bro.
Alex was better than Luke, honestly.
No, but I'm saying like they won't like him though. I mean, they were now they're putting Luke down your throat.
They
You know
tried
what
to
I'm
make
saying?
a mainstream character because like UFC's big now and shit. So.
Right. Exactly.
He still sucks.
You know what the funniest thing is? If they're trying to make it a poster boy, what do you see on the lower right hand corners of the screen when the game is
Were you
loading?
doing a tattoo?
Sure is, Bucko.
Yeah.
I bet you take great pride in that, don't you, Walter?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I
That's
see
why
my
I
boy.
mentioned. Why do you think I brought it up?
I get to see my boy all the time, no matter what.
Well, nah, man.
You know who else we beating up on the combo trials? Ryu.
No, that's
Go for it, man.
Ryu.
Ryu loves to be hated.
Yeah,
You can take it, too.
It was Dan. Fuck Dan. You deserve it.
Dan?
Yeah, we used to
Yeah.
beat, I think it was Street Fighter 4. We used to beat up on Dan, right? They used to be in the combo trials.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even had the like fucking
the gear
the padding in the helmet and shit, and bro, he knew it was about to get work.
You know who we don't get to beat up on? Manon.
Why not?
Hey.
This is like, you know what this is? This is my character, and I love my character. I'm gonna defend it all my life.
Yes.
That's exactly what this is.
Yo, if you are playing a fighting game and you are learning a character, when you have character loyalty,
I'm gonna remember that.
you're able to defend your character.
I'm remember all this.
When you not
Remember all
running,
this
when you
shit.
not running around playing the cast.
Remember all this.
I bet you yes.
When I get my character, I'm gonna remember all this.
you better remember it. Yo, over here playing the whole cast. I don't know who to pick.
I know.
You got a lot of options, man.
There's a lot.
There's a lot out there. There's a lot.
And you couldn't pick one?
There's a lot of options. Like I said, a lot of options.
Tunnel vision. Point him to the at
Bro,
least
you
4.
got 18 answers on an answer sheet, and none of them are wrong answers.
Just throw a fucking dart at a dartboard. Have them numbered and shit.
Hey, man.
I know. Okay. Most of the things is I'm not gonna play Zoner. That's like the biggest thing. I need to be able to get in. And I can't get in.
Hold on.
I can get
Hold
in.
on. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You like whiff punishing, but you don't like zoner. Zoners can whiff punish from full screen. What do you mean?
No, but I don't like. See, okay.
I can get in.
So, when I say whiff punishing, I mean like walking in and out of the range, but not I'm full screen. You whiff a button, bam.
So
That's still a
I don't
whiff
like. I don't like that.
Hold on.
That's a whiff punishing, yeah.
Is
But
that-
I
is that
like
not a
moving,
whiff
bro.
punish?
there's music to my ears.
Okay, is that not a whiff punish?
I'm telling you.
Dennis, is
No,
that not a whiff
I'm not
punish?
saying that's not a whiff punish, bro. I literally just said. I literally just said when I am saying whiff punish, not nobody else, bro.
Hey, look, maybe
when
I
I
don't-
mean whiff punish, I mean walking back and forth, doing whatever I gotta do to get in and stuff like that. Coming, playing
I'm
the
gonna be
spacing
real.
game, trying to fight for the spacing.
I'm gonna
That's
be
my
real.
thing.
I told Demi this, and I believe it's because I just watched your playstyle enough. You say you like neutral. I really think you like pressure. I really think you like having corner pressure.
That's why I played Balrog, bro. Corner carry was crazy.
Yeah, like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think you like playing a neutral as much as you like corner pressure. You like make people guess. That's what it seems like you like more.
Have you noticed that? Even in 5.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Cause even with Jamie, like I guess subconsciously I mix up my timing. It comes from boxing, bro. Like just mixing up the timing of the jab. Like that's just how I am. I just like stagger pressure, do whatever. That's just like natural to me.
Yeah, and I told Demi that, and I was like, "Yo, he says he likes whiff punishing. Don't believe that. He like pressure."
What I don't understand is like you do boxing in real life. And how the fuck in all of the fucking fighting games you've ever tried have you never picked up a boxer character? What is wrong with you? No.
I did. Ed.
That's not a boxer.
Ed,
don't ever lie to me.
That's a boxer, bro.
That's not a
That's
boxer.
Ed. Yeah.
If you played Dudley or Balrog in 4 and 5, or if you played Steve in Tekken 7, I believe you. But you can't lie to me and say that the dude who shoots fucking purple shit, and he's not even wearing boxing gloves, by the way. I looked, they're UFC padded gloves. Is a fucking boxer, because he's not. The man flies. He's got more shit akin to Spider-Man than a fucking boxer. And you box. You should know. You see some purple shit at your gym, you should leave.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm not finna go to that gym no more.
Yeah, that nigga fucking shooting fireballs and shit.
The second you shoot a fire.
Oh, what's up? You have to teach me that one.
Did he just? Nope, going home.
Yeah, coach never taught me about that. Hip, duck, dive, my ass got shot.
Nah, man. Where we at, Dennis? All right, so now we gonna call it right here. Yeah, not now. We can call the round over, man. You always go down to the last second. But I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody give out their socials and all that good jazz. We skipping you because you say the same thing every
we're
time.
just gonna fucking, the car's coming this way, we're just gonna U-turn that bitch.
Yeah.
Do thing.
All right, Zora, Walsh, y'all got anything y'all want to shout out?
Shout outs to everybody that's gonna be on CEO. I hope you guys go ahead and say hi to us if you see us.
Yep.
I know this is a very small channel, but we do definitely appreciate if you guys would come up to us. Don't be weird about it. Don't just be like, "Hey, yo, Zora!" Don't do that. Hey.
You know what? Be weird about it, but make sure you do it to just Zora.
Yes.
So we can laugh. We need
All
to
right,
laugh.
cool. I guess yes, that. But just come through, say hi. You know what I'm saying? A picture would be appreciated. Maybe fucking boost my ego and shit. But all right, but yeah, that's about
Tell
it.
they come up with you with the.
Yeah,
So funny, bro. I'm telling everybody. I'm gonna be there with the camera like, yo, look at this shit he had to deal with.
Yeah, I'm most likely I'm gonna try. I have been working on trying to get the app to work, but I'm most likely gonna be interviewing people. So watch out for that one. That's for sure.
You know you could just bring it over here and I'd help you, right?
Future.
Their future.
There you go.
Yeah, future.
Damn.
That's crazy.
But all right, Walsh, you got anything you want to say?
Just to the fighting community in general, Street Fighter 6 is the shit.
Yeah,
If
it
you
is.
are playing it, keep on going. If you're just curious about it, jump right in because it's gonna be a hell of a ride. For all the people out there my age, if you play Street Fighter at some point and you are thinking of probably picking up a controller just to get back in, this is the game that you're actually going to enjoy. So don't be afraid. Yeah.
Bro, you know I know Walter's a dad. He's so motivational and kind. Even all these fucking scrubs out here.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. Let me go do this. All right,
Just like this. Look, Jamie.
and just and with that, we gonna go ahead and say that this round is over, man. It's great to see y'all as always. See y'all next time.
Last time I played a fighting game before I went to the arcade place last year was 1997.
Damn. I'm sorry.